Steve is our third speaker. He is a competent communicator and he's currently working on his level 5 of the presentation mastery path. His speech tonight is entitled Herding Cats, which describes his volunteer work at 5-star senior living community, the Plantation. Looking forward to hearing about this, Steve, so please help me welcome Toastmaster Steve Hyatt.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome, yes. You know, I've been part of 5-star senior living community for about 2 years. A wonderful experience. I took it upon myself, very first day I got in, to be a part of the community, to be a leader in the community. You know, I was not happy when my sister demanded I go. I suffered my 3rd stroke in November of 2020. Jane said, Steve, you're not living here. We're going to 5-star. I said, Jane, I used to be a high-powered attorney. I used to run political campaigns. Don't send me to some nursing home, come on. But she said, no question, Steve. You're going to 5-star. I said, okay. So I get to 5-star in January of 21. I meet all these people. You know, the first thing I remember is my dad's advice. The most important name to someone is their own name. They don't want to hear it. So when you meet someone, you call by their name. You ask them what their name is. I did that from the beginning. To me, it's basic, one thing. But you see, people look at me, Steve, how do you know all these people? I know them because I asked them what the name is. Jim, I meet you. I walk away. I see you 5 minutes later. Jim, good to see you. You know what that means, somebody be called by their name? It's just basic. I also treated everybody I met with dignity and respect. The people of service, I don't care who they are. They deserve to be treated well. I was immediately asked in January of 21 to be a part of the President Advisory Board. I first started out as a lawyer. I like that. I'm a token conservative to start with. But it's all New York Democrats and New Jersey Democrats. You see, I very much fit in from the beginning. But the people at 5-star are absolutely amazing. You know, there are people that land on Normandy on D-Day. Man, Chief, I admire people like you, a 7-year-old man that land in Normandy. We have a country because of you and because of them. The people in Ukraine are suffering. Americans have freedom because of him, because of veterans. I'm proud to be proud to be around those kind of people every day. People have been married for 50 plus years. Like, no problem. I was married twice in 25 years. Not good, as you all know. You know, these people, it's no big deal. Divorce is not the first option. Just hang in there, do it, get the job done. I've talked about the greatest generation. They're there. The privilege to be able to lead them. My friend's age, just an attitude. It's a number upon a death certificate. This is my 3rd act. I've been a lawyer. I've run political campaigns. I got a lot of things to do in my future. My son William get married this Saturday. I'm going to celebrate my birthday Friday, 65 years young. I got a lot of things to do. you can count on. I'll be going to much more Toastmasters meetings. See, the average age at 5-star is 83 years old. At my table, I sit with a guy that's 98 years old, 89, and 72. I'm a kid. In January 2022, I was re-elected to the President Advisory Board with the highest number of votes of anybody. I don't say that to brag, but I just practiced the basics. So to me, best story I ever heard on age was a couple of years ago when Karen and I were skiing out in Utah. Karen, my second wife, said, "Steve, ask that guy, what is it, if he's 70 years old?" Okay, I said, "Yes, dear." I walk up to the guy, "Excuse me, sir, kind of embarrassing. Are you 70 years old?" He said, "No, my son is." How old are you? 98. He had a snowboard on his arm. Snowboard. Okay. I said, "Would you mind going over to meet my wife?" "Sure." His name was Max. So we walked over. Now, Karen, I gotta tell you, was a very attractive woman. It was and is a very attractive woman. Max walked over. Little guy, snowboard on his arm, turns around, says, "Steve." I said, if you have your sense of humor, forget aging, because you're going to be young all your life. I asked that Max. I said, "Max, you have a 7-year-old son. How long have you been married?" 72 years. Okay. And Max said, "Steve, age is just an attitude. That's all it is." I said, "Max, how long have you been snowboarding?" He said, "As long as I'm able to do it." See, at 5-star, I focus on the basics. I look for the most common denominator. I talk about children, grandchildren. I don't have grandkids, but I hear about playing them every day. I talk about sports. I talk about opera with women. I ask questions. I shut the hell up. I listen. I love music. I love movies. I love Hallmark movies. You see, every month we publish one of these. This is in my company today. If you got parents who one need to retire, send them over here. That's my activities for the month. George Burns once said, George Burns acted till he was 100. You can't help getting older, but you don't have to get old, Mr. Toastmaster.